today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. There'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go at their own 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Locke. It's complete to Lockett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Aaron Jones, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Carter straight ahead. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Locke to throw. It's caught. Lockett. Lock to Lockett for the Seattle first. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. Carter.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd and 13. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Locke steps away.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On play action, Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Mike Evans, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go.
At their own 28-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The give is to Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now to the air. Lock out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Rolling to his left.
Returning right back to Lockett.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. On the move to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Locke off of play action. Steps away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Down right around the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
7 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's moves.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
They'll set up to throw. And Wilson with it, complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 93 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Seahawks,
they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.